Hi, so welcome back everyone. So I've just saved this dashboard as Netflix dashboard. You can just do that by clicking File and Save As. And what you can see on the left hand side here then is we have a model view, and we can also have a data view where we can click each table to see the data. So if we go to the model view, you can see sometimes Power BI will automatically correctly create an ER diagram for us, but this is incorrect because it has matched everything on description, and I would prefer it to be on data titles. So what we can do is we can remove all these relationships. So if we go to manage relationships at the top here, we can just click each one and delete, except for the titles and description, because we'll keep that relationship. And I'm just going to create a new relationship then, and it's going to be between titles and all our other tables. So countries released first, and it will automatically create it as a one-to-many relationship. And we just ensure make this relationship active is ticked and click on OK. And then we'll just repeat this process for everything. We already have description. So we have cast, directors, yeah, one-to-many, and then the last one is our listed in. And then if we close out of that, it's changed our ER diagram now with Netflix data titles being our main table, which connects to everything on show ID. Okay, so as you know, our data is in the right hand side, and in the next pane you can see visualization. So this is where we can add in, we just click on any visualization here, and you can just see from the icon what it will be. So let's add a line chart, for example. You can just click on it, and it's just going to add this. And just below it, we can see what we want in our x-axis, our y-axis, our legend, etc. So we can just bring in any field. So let's bring in country, for example. So you can just tick it, and it will bring it into the x-axis. But we need something on our y-axis. So we can drag our show ID into y-axis, and it's going to count the show ID. And then if we just click into our chart here, so a line chart isn't very suitable for this. We could change it to a bar chart, for example, or stacked column chart this is. And then you can see there are many options here for charts. So I'm just going to, on the more options at the chart, just remove this. And then just beside our build visual, there's an option to format the page. And here we can just change our page name, our size. So let's change the size. If you click custom, we can make it a bit bigger. So let's make it, we'll go 900 high by 1500 width. Next, what we can do, we can change the background color. So you could make it any color you want. I'm just going to go more colors here, and I know that I'll make it 1A, 1A, 1A. So you're welcome to do that also. So you'll see that it hasn't actually changed the color yet because transparency is at 100%. So if we bring this to 0%, it's going to change the color. And then back into our format page, you can see there would be an option to add an image here as well if you wanted to, and make an image your background. And then you can change the wallpaper. Yeah, there's many options here, but we're not going to go into them all. The only other thing I would like to do in this video before we start creating our charts is just add a rectangle to the left hand side, which we can bring our filters into. So to do that, we can just click insert, and we'll insert a shape, and it will be a rectangle. And then, yeah, I'll just position it here to the left, make it bigger, bring it to the bottom, and then we can just change the color of it. So under style, I believe, yeah, I'm just going to, you can pick any color as I said, but I'm going to make mine 6 3s. just a little bit lighter than the background of the canvas. So we also just have a blue background here, so let's remove that actually. So under style, there's border. You can add a border if you like with the color, but I'm just going to untick on here and just change it to off, and then that will remove it. So I'm just going to rename this page. So if you right click, rename, I'm just going to name it overview. And then what we can do is right click and duplicate this page then. And I'll rename this page single title view. Okay, so that is it for this video, and in the next video we'll start creating our charts. So I'll see you there.